In today's video, I'm going to walk you through my real estate prompt library. My prompt library is my organization system or dashboard for streamlining the way that I use ChatGPT for my real estate business. If you use ChatGPT for real estate, then you already know there's no way to organize your favorite prompts into related groups of prompts into folders. Now, this may seem like a really unimportant problem to have, but after you start using ChatGPT on a semi-regular basis to do things in your real estate business, you quickly realize it's difficult to keep track of all of these conversations that you're having. And if you lose track of a prompt that you really like that did a good job for something that you were trying to do, you have to scroll way back into your search history and hope that you've named that conversation appropriately so that it's easy to find the right prompt. One other issue with just keeping all of your prompts in ChatGPT or any large language model that you're using is that something could happen to your prompts. One thing that I've noticed with some of my ChatGPT history is that if you're not routinely exporting your ChatGPT history, you may lose some of the prompts that you found worked for your business. So let's dive right into my prompt library. My prompt library contains two different parts. Part one is the folder section. This is really like the digital bookshelf where I organize all of my prompts into different folders based on their use cases. Part two are the prompts themselves, and the prompt page for each prompt includes information about the use case for the prompt, details about how to use the prompt, and then the prompt itself. So let's look at the folders first, and then we'll move into the prompts. On the main page of the library are a series of folders that I've created. These correspond to folders that I made up based off of the prompts that I have in my library that more or less organize everything into their use cases. So I have a set of prompts related to branding, and all of them were put into the branding folder. I have a set of prompts that kind of help me with email activities, and all of those prompts got put into the emails folder. And then you can see here I've got various folders for social media, productivity, scripts and role play, communication, and even marketing. Now, some of the categories overlap, and so in cases where a prompt performs a function that could fit multiple different categories, I just chose one to keep it a little bit simple. Let's take a look at what the prompt pages look like for each prompt. To take a look at all of the prompts that are in the prompt library, you can click either the folder and navigate to the prompt within the folder, or just click this quick action, View All Prompts, on the left-hand side of the database. The View All Prompts page includes a prompt title, a folder, and whether the prompt can be used in the free or the paid version of ChatGPT. And when you click the prompt, it'll open a side peek view of the prompt page. And you can also click this double-sided arrow to open up the prompt page in a full view. Each prompt has a title, and then if you scroll down, a use case, information about the prompt itself, and then most of the prompts in the prompt library have extra information about how to optimally use the prompts, as well as some notes from me on things that I should keep in mind whenever I'm using the prompts. In order to get access to the prompt, all you have to do is copy it using your cursor, and then go to ChatGPT, start a new conversation, and paste the prompt in. This particular prompt is going to get started by asking me a couple of questions about my business. So this is a prompt that helps you find your value proposition for your real estate business. And I'm not going to go through the entire prompt here, but I just want to give you an example of how easy it is to go from the prompt library into ChatGPT. If I like the response or the quality of the output, then I don't need to really modify the prompt anymore. But if I needed to tweak something to this prompt, I could do it down here in the message bar and then copy and paste the refined prompt back into my prompt library so that I'm saving the prompt and can reference it later. It's really simple to add a new prompt to the prompt library. In the Quick Actions tab, you can click Add Prompt, and this will open up a blank template for your prompt library. You can type in a new title here. You can decide whether it's a favorited prompt or not. You can indicate whether it belongs in the free or paid version of ChatGPT. And then you can assign it a folder by taking a look at whether it belongs in the general folder or not. If it does, you can keep it, or you can unlink that page. In order to add another page, you just click the section again, and then select any one of the different options for categories. It's possible that you need to create a new folder for the prompt if it doesn't already have a folder. I'll show you how to do that in a moment. Now for this prompt, we can type in the use case for the prompt. And then fill in the rest of the fields as necessary. If we go back to the View All Prompts page in the library, we can find the prompt that we just created. Its title goes here. And if we want to delete it, we just click on this left-hand side where there's 6 buttons and select Delete. That will remove the prompt from the library. Adding a new folder to your prompt library is also really easy. All you need to do is go to the quick actions, click Add Folder. This will take you to the table view of folders in your prompt library, and then scroll all the way down to the bottom and click this New button. This will prompt you to add a new folder name, and then if you already have prompts in your library that you want to assign to that folder, you can also do that there. The prompt library also contains a link to a resource I've created for agents that want to learn more about different AI tools that you can use in a real estate business. The link is here, AI tools, and it'll take you to a table that I put together organizing different AI tools and assigning them categories, whether they're tools for marketing, operations, communication. There's also video tools, image tools, text tools. I've also described the type of platform you can access them on, provided a link, a description, as well as some notes based off of my experience with the tool. As a bonus in the library, I also have included links to a set of 32 tips for using ChatGPT and a set of 21 tips for using DALL-E, both specific to real estate agents who want to learn how to leverage and use these tools in their real estate businesses. This dashboard has been an absolute game changer for my real estate business because it helps me streamline and organize the ways that I use ChatGPT in my business. So if you're an agent that is looking for ideas for prompts and you need to know what prompts to use for specific use cases, I think this is a great starting point. If you're an agent that has already been using ChatGPT and you need a way to organize all of your prompts, store them in categories, and keep track of them over time, I also think this is a really helpful resource. I know it has been for me. If you have any questions or want to know more, feel free to reach out. My email is dylan@nerdyagents.com.